Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your girl Bree back again with a new video for you guys. It's Saturday today, and so for this week's video it's gonna be about a little story I'm gonna tell you guys, or my experience meeting Madeline, Drew, Dillon, and David at the Galleria Mall in Dallas. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and in this video I'm not trying to brag or anything about meeting them. I just really want to tell you guys my experience and how it went down and everything. So let's just get started so it won't be any longer. Okay, so how it all started was Madeline tweeted out saying that she was gonna go to the mall with Drew, Dillon, and David. So at the mall, and she said it was gonna be at 4 o'clock. Some people had school, but me and her were on spring break, and we're kind of still are. So yeah. So she tweeted out, and I'm like, I want to go. I asked my mom, she said yes. At first it was kind of like no, yes, but then she said yes. And so one of my friends, smiling for Edwin, Brianna, she told me she was gonna go too. So I'm like, you know what, we should meet up. She's like, yeah, sure. So we, after that, it was like the nighttime right now, and so it was morning. I got ready, well, I showered, got ready, did my hair, did everything, done. Minutes or like hours went by, and it was already 4, so we headed to the mall. And so we were kind of like running kind of late because she already got there like an hour ago, or kind of like an hour ago. So we were FaceTiming, and she's like, oh my god, they were literally like behind me, or like they were on the same floor as me, and I couldn't go up to them because I was really nervous and scared, and I didn't want to do it by myself. I'm like, oh, it's okay. And so she was like, I was like, oh, take me with them so we could like talk. She's like, no, I want you to be here and everything. I'm like, okay. And so I finally got there, and we met up at the second floor because this mall had 4 floors, and like the very last one was like the skating ring. And so I met up with her at the second floor, and so we were like trying to search for them, or for Madeline and the guys, of course. And so we're like, oh, but they might went up like to the 3rd floor. So we went up the escalators running. We were searching everywhere, and so we didn't find them. And I'm like, oh my god. So I tweeted her out, but I don't think she was checking her phone at the time. And so we were like on the little glass thing area where it was like a circle and you could look down. And I saw Madeline at the skating ring with Dylan, Drew, and David. And so I know what shirt she was wearing, so I noticed who that was. And so I'm like, Brianna, they're down at the skating ring. We're like, oh my god. So you know how the escalators kind of go slow? So we're like, you know what? No, we're not doing this. So you're like running down the escalators, and then we had to go to another one and run down. And so we finally went to where they were like not laying, but like had their backs against the plastic. And so I guess Madeline wasn't that good at ice skating, so she was holding on to Dillon a lot. And so we're like, oh, goals. And then we were like really shocked and surprised, like happy and excited. Oh, we had emotions, okay? We were really happy to like meet them and everything. And so we were arguing like, no, you tell them we're here. You like call Madeline, call her, call Drew, call. We were like arguing kind of, but then they went like around. So we're like, oh, okay, we'll just wait for a little bit. And so we went not after them, but we went to where they were, and they were still like on the plastic little thing. And so we finally decided to call out Madeline's name, but she didn't really turn around yet. Like Drew and David were the ones to notice first, so they're like, hey guys. We're like, hi. And so Madeline finally turned around, and she was like, hey guys, here, let me just go around so I could like meet you guys. And I'm like, oh, okay. Or like we were okay. And then so she took a little like a turn with Dillon, and so we ran back to where they were going, up the little ramp. And so after that, she got off. She still had her shoes on. She gave us like side hugs to both of us. And so she took her shoes off, and I took a picture of her and Brianna first. And then I kind of waited a little bit for mine because I didn't want to really bother her right now. But then like 2 minutes later, I took a picture with her. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go for it and ask her if she knows my @name on Instagram. She's like, yeah, you're Smiling for Nick. I'm like, yep, that's me. And I think she noticed me because I posted the picture of what I was like wearing or how it looked like, and she noticed probably. And so yeah, after that we were talking a little bit, like then Brianna had to go, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so I guess Madeline didn't really notice that she left, and she's like, where's the other Brianna? I'm like, oh, she had to go. And she's like, oh, I didn't get to invite her. I'm like, I really didn't know what to say. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, Brianna, why did you have to leave? but she was there for an hour already, so I guess her parents had to take her, or her mom already took her. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I was there alone with them. I'm like, oh god. And so I'm like, because I really didn't want to keep bothering them for some reason. I just felt really bad if I did bother them. So I'm like, hey guys, is it okay if I could take like a group picture with you guys, like a selfie type? And they're like, yeah. And so I don't know, I forgot, or really don't know, but I guess Madeline was like, who has the longest arms? And like, we turned to like Dillon and David, or like the guys. And so Madeline gave my phone to Dillon, and so we took the picture. And so I guess it kind of came out blurry the first time because Madeline was like, hey, let's look at the pictures first to see if they didn't turn out like bad or anything. So we checked, and it kind of turned out like this. Sorry. Here. It turned out like that. It was kind of like moving, I guess. So she's like, oh, let's take it again. And we took it back again, and like the funny thing was that that David, no, oh my god, I keep saying his name too much. Dillon, he like kept pressing the button to take the pictures, and I'm like, I really started to like laugh. I was like, what is he doing? But then I noticed that he was taking like so many pictures. I'm like, that's probably why. And so sorry about my voice. So after that, I'm like, hey guys, so I have to go now because my parents were like on the other side of the skating ring. They're like, oh, okay, well, we'll see you later, Brianna. That was Madeline who said that first, and then she side hugged me, and I hugged her back. Then I went to Dillon. I don't think he was expecting me to hug him, so he was like, oh, okay. So and then he of course hugged me. I went to Drew. He was like, bye, Brianna. I'm like, bye, Drew, and I hugged him. Last was David, and I was like, bye, and he said bye too. I guess I don't think he heard my name really, but that was okay. I hugged him with both of my arms, and so he did the same thing. And I'm gonna say this, they were like really tall, and Madeline was like right here, which was good, I guess. She said she was proud of her height for this time. Anyways, and then like David of course put like his head down too with me, and like I don't know, I just thought it was cute. I really wanted somebody to record that, but I didn't get my phone to anybody at the moment because I didn't have anybody there. So I'm like, it's fine, like totally remember it. And so after that, I guess I kind of, sorry about this, but I have to show you. So after that, a little bit, he kind of like grabbed me by like the side and was like rubbing, and like he like let go after that. And so I was, when I left, I was just like, it was so weird. And then I was like, bye guys, and like bye. And so I went to my parents and everything, and after that we went up the escalators, and like Drew and David were behind me, and I didn't want to like say anything back to them, so I'm just like, just gonna leave it there, bye. So yeah, that was basically it. The pictures are gonna be, I'll show you the pictures right now. So this was the first picture I took of them. It was when they were at the ice skating rink, and like as you could see, Madeline was falling and Dillon was holding on to her. So I'm like, thought that was cute. And then after that, she came up, like, to take a picture with us. And so that's the first one we took. And like we took 3, oh, that's another one. I'll tell you guys what happened to that one. And so I gave Madeline my phone, and we took like a selfie type like one like this, and she's like, oh, I look bad, let's take another one. And I'm like, okay. And then we took this one. And so she's like, does this look better? I'm like, yeah, it looks better. For some reason, she just like literally zoomed in, and I'm like, what is she doing? She's like, look, it's Dillon's elbow. I'm like, in my head I was like, gosh, I love you, Madeline. And so yeah, that was basically it. Sorry about doing that a lot, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. It was probably kind of long, but I tried to make it short. That's why I was talking kind of fast. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe if you're new. I upload every Saturday, and so yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you next Saturday with a new video for you guys, and I love you.
You're so sweet and so gracious, smiles contagious, watercolor eyes like sky so spacious. and I can't concentrate. You won't hear me complain.